Hello everyone and welcome back to Mage the Ascension Bedlam here on Dork Tales. I hope you're all doing well as we head into episode 2, back in the 1920s in Seattle. I'm your storyteller Kelly, are you seeing him? And I'm responsible for taking these miscreants that you see to my left back in time to experience the joys and horrors of the Prohibition age. I have a really exciting game for you tonight, and before we hop in, I do want to say that this game does contain mature themes, and if you couldn't tell from episode 1, I have name-dropped the Nefandi. If you know anything about them, please know that, actually, if you know nothing about them, then if you know something about them, the name implies enough. If you don't know anything about them, then viewer discretion is advised for the most disturbing villains that I've ever seen in a role-playing game. But, hey, maybe it's just a ruse. Maybe they're not here. Maybe we should just meet everybody and then figure it out as we go. Why don't we do that right now, starting with Caitlan. Hey, Caitlan.
Hi, I'm Caitlan, and tonight I'll be playing Betty Battenburg, the Cult of Ecstasy, Cult of Venus, heiress party girl.
Fantastic.
From the bad thoughts, they can't get me.
Yeah, they can't get you. Also, our party girl is Chris.
Hello, hello. Hi, my name is Chris. I use he, they pronouns. I'm excited to be playing Raoul Ducasse, our Bonnie Sagus. I've almost forgot the most important part of that. So, very excited to be back.
Very excited to have you here. I'm also very excited to have our magic fortune teller and the person responsible for that fantastic period piece opening. That's Mike.
Hi everyone, it's me, Michael, back here on Dork Tales, and tonight I'm going to be playing Gilbert Snow, yes, the fortune teller. If you didn't know, and now you know. And by the way, I have my tarot deck at the ready, so, you know, things might happen.
Thank you, Mike. Next to you, we have our final player. He's the newest member of the Mage crew. It's Traz.
Hi, I'm Trez. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm happy to be playing Victor Blackwell, or Utopian Etherite, who, Kelly inflicted lots of damage last episode. How dare you?
What? What did I do?
You know what you did.
It was emotional damage. It's fine. Hey, folks, a big thank you to everybody who supports us on Patreon. This is a Patreon-exclusive game that goes straight to our Patreon and then releases about 90-ish days later in the public. If you are seeing this in the wild on YouTube or Twitch, thank all of our patrons for helping fund this and make it possible. If you'd like to join them and see this early and maybe get a 3-episode jump on what's happening in the world of Bedlam, head over to patreon.com/dorktales today and sign up for as little as the price of a cup of coffee in the US. And I double checked that actually. One of our US players said that it's actually cheaper than a mocha at Starbucks. So you can join our Patreon and help support us as the world gets more and more expensive. But besides that, we have a lot of great things to do tonight, and I do want to say as well a big thank you to Tim Kulig, who is the creator of the music that Michael used for the opening sequence. Actually, the name Bedlam is the name of the track, and is, upon hearing that, what made me change the name of the story into Bedlam, because I was like, oh damn, this is perfect, and it's also got a great song attached to it. So thanks, Tim, for providing that for us. Besides that, last episode, we got some experience points, and I'm wondering, did anybody want to buy anything with their XP just so we can stay on top of it? What are you thinking? Let's go. Traz, you nodded the most.
I'm going to pick up Forces 2.
Forces 2? Perfect. All right. And I can see that, Caitlan, you bought your time magic up.
That is correct.
And
yep.
Raoul got, what, Spirit 1?
Yeah, so if I have 8 experience, sorry, I forgot. I was trying to scroll through, like, see the cost if I could find how much it is per sphere. Mm-hmm. Is it 5 per, or is it 4?
So it's 5 per if it is your tradition sphere. It is, or pardon me, wait, let me double check that. It's 5. I believe it's, yes, it's 5 per if it's your tradition sphere, if I'm not mistaken. Then it's 7 per if it's not. And then the first dot in any sphere is 10, though.
Okay, so I will not be doing that then.
Okay.
But hey, I'll buy Forces 2 while we're at it.
Hey, Forces 2.
Yeah.
That sounds great. And we're going by the rating that you are, well, we're going by the current rating times. So I just want to double check that real quick before we begin, because the XP costs are always very confusing. M20. As we wait the year and a half for my computer to search for the PDF that I should have already had open at the beginning of the game.
I'm gonna be so real. I was like, oh, I'm all set for game. I had everything lined up. I had my drinks poured. I have like, I'm all set for tomorrow. I'm all like really organized. I'm like, my experience points. I wanted to spend those. I had a month between games and I did not remember to look into it.
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. There is nothing that sneaks up on me more than a monthly game.
John's music intensifies.
Oh, seriously.
Actually,
it just,
for real,
because you're like, oh shit,
you're like,
that
I
was
got so much time. And then you're like, oh wait, fuck, that's this week.
And you're like, what time?
Oh shit.
Oh no. And then it's always like, especially when it's that in first games, actually. First games where I'm like, oh, this will only take like 4 hours to set up.
You know, that's fair.
Okay, experience points is 7 and 8 times for affinity, non-affinity. Does anybody else have any other questions before we begin?
And yes, I bumped my mind up to mine too.
Ooh, fancy. You can make people feel things now.
Technically, I looked up routes, and because of my spirit and entropy, I can now enter into people's dreams.
What? I mean, you already do, Mike.
Yeah,
Hmm.
What,
Okay.
What happens after you fall asleep? None of my business unless I'm there.
Consent is key. Anyway, without further ado, let me give you a quick recap of what we did last episode. You all were invited to the Lair of the White Wolf, aka a party held by Bianca Lupa, a cult of ecstasy prohibition dodger? A smuggler of rare imbibements and basically a rum runner, a dirty liquor provider. And at this party, you met a bunch of fun individuals, and toward the end of it, as you were starting to get into the vibe of things, enjoying some drinks, some hookah, and getting to know your other mages, the place was raided. And as it was being raided, down at the base of the estate, there was a scream as a boat that was bringing in some liquor for the party discovered a body washed up on shore. Bianca was handling the cops and asked you to go and handle the body, and it was down there that you found it, and Gilbert, your spirit medium ally, reached across the other side and spoke with the ghost of the man that had washed up on shore, his body covered in scarification and open wounds with occult sigils everywhere. And as he spoke with the spirit listed a name that sent a chill down Gilbert's spine. Beware, they are coming. The eaters of the weak. And that is where we're going to pick up tonight. So, if you have any final questions, let me know. Otherwise, perfect. Now, that was just in Gilbert hearing that, so Gilbert can pass that along if he wishes, but that, of course, is only to people who can hear ghosts. So, unless somebody can surprisingly hear ghosts, that is going to be where we are going to pick up game tonight, here on Mage the Ascension, Bedlam. The waves are crashing against the shore, softly lapping away, eroding the beachfront there at the base of Bianca Lupa's mansion. The tide pulls out into the strait outside of the Magnolia district, and as you were standing there, the horrible body, scarified, bloated, lies there in the dark. With a shaking hand, we can see that Victor has reached for, or perhaps even pulled away, the locket that the man was clutching. Inside of it, a picture of his daughter and himself. As you're looking at this, Victor, You hear a voice in your head, a distant echo of your love. As she smiles and flipped through that locket, saying, I want to keep both of my loves close to my heart. This is your wife's locket. The body is covered with all manner of obscenities. Even without being able to read the sigils, you can tell that there is hatred, and there is, maybe not even hatred, maybe just a casual disregard for the sanctity of life and flesh poured into the vessel that lies in front of you. There's something very fascinating about this, though, Betty. And there is something very fascinating about this, Raoul, but in different ways. Betty, the smell catches you. It is sickly sweet. Not quite the scent of rot, not quite yet. More the scent of pickled onions? A sweet brine, almost. But Raoul, something inside of you twists a bit. And out of the corner of your eye on the beachfront, you can see a figure made of crackling red darkness, darker than the dim light of the beachfront, darker than the night. It's watching you. It wants you to sign your name onto the body. You can tell that without even hearing a voice. And Gilbert, the spectral shape of the man in front of you, just as naked, just as bare, just as dead, but bleeding from all of those open wounds, leaking ectoplasmic ephemera into the Shadowlands, says those words to you. Eaters of the weak. What do you do? What do you all do?
Gilbert leans closer to his crystal orb and quietly whispers, "Thank you. You have suffered much. Rest now. You've earned it."
And as you kill the effect, there is one last thing that you will hear as the spirit begins to tear back into the darkness of the shadow. The light. Go toward the light. All I can see is the light. He's waiting. He's waiting at the light. And he fades away. The four of you are left with that dead body, and you can hear the sound of the police raid back at the manor. Something's going to have to be done about this before they get out here. What do you all do?
Say your piece, Raoul.
Oh, so I have an out of character question.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Could I use Mind 3 to put up like a distraction barrier around us so we won't be perceived, like kind of like a ward against outside vision?
You can. It would take basically you can do it over an area that's within line of sight, because you don't have correspondence, right?
No, I don't. And I'm
Okay.
only looking for our line of sight.
Sure. Okay. Let's go ahead and try that.
All right. So Raoul will look at the group and just I'm gonna buy us a little time, and I'll start chanting a low chanting Greek, just very thoughtfully through a very practiced gesture, trying to make this area kind of just unpleasant to look at, so something that you look away from really quickly.
Mm-hmm. What I would love for you to do is give me this roll. It's mine 3, so this is going to be at a difficulty of 6. Are you using your specialty foci? I believe you are, because that's chanting. So
Yeah.
give it to me at difficulty of 5.
Okay. I'll spend a point of willpower into this to get base 1 success.
Sounds good.
And that's 3 more successes.
Oh, 4 successes. Fantastic. Now, how much duration are you putting and how much power are you putting in? So 2 duration will buy you about, let's say, goes scene. So two successes will buy you the scene.
Yeah, let's go with the scene and then 2 points into.
Perfect. Into power, just so that, like, I'm basically going to treat it as this area having, like, line of sight arcane, like 2 points worth.
Yeah.
So it'll be difficult to look at. Anybody who is specifically like, I'm going to search the water, might come across you, but a casual observer would just look past you.
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Sounds great. Okay. So does anybody here have the awareness ability? Victor, all of the hairs on your hands and the back of your neck are going to stand up as you hear Raoul chant this. Something peculiar is in the air.
Wait, but what's going on?
No one's going to see us for a bit. We
Well,
have some
that's
time
all
here.
fine and good. But what are we going to do with him? She's going to... Are you right up close to him, Raoul?
I'm probably like a good 5 feet away, just like having stepped back to just kind of square out the space a little bit. But kind of look back towards you and the body. Nice
Oh,
little
heck
done.
no. No, she's going to be... I was asking because she was going to kind of go behind you and kind of have you in between her and the body.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
not really into this.
Perfect. Love that. Well, I suppose we could always weigh it down and throw it in the lake.
Well, throw it in the lake and just have it be seen again?
When we're away.
I mean, it's a possibility.
Now, pushed up against the shoreline, there is a boat there if you wanted to use that. You could, there are a number of ways you could get rid of this, but I will say that there is that rum running boat there that has quite a few cases of various alcohols and even a keg of beer in there.
Gilbert somehow manipulates his orb to vanish from his hands, even though he's just basically putting it in a pocket in his cloaks. But it looks like it just evaporates. And suddenly a deck of tarot cards is in his hands. And his hand is kind of shaking as he pulls a card out.
Are you reading for him?
Does it work for dead people? Do they have enough spiritual force?
I don't know if he'll get where he needs to be. He told me how this happened.
And how did it happen, Mr. Snow?
Naraki. Eaters of the weak.
What does that mean?
Can I get
Bless you.
Can I get an intelligence and occult roll from anybody who has the occult skill?
I do, actually.
Do you actually? Okay, difficulty of
It's
8.
one of my
Let's do
favorite
it.
things to say. All right. Difficulty of 8. Let's go knocking everything. Pew! Alright. I think. Well, 0 successes. Because I got an 8 and a 1.
Ooh, great.
I
All
don't
right.
know.
I got
Was-
one.
You have heard of the Eaters of the Week you haven't heard Naraki, but you have heard Eaters of the Week as a synonym for the Nefandus or Nefandi. Evil mages that have, with 1 success, they're infernalists. They're devil worshippers. And 4 successes. Oh boy, Raoul, it's almost like it's a personal study of yours. You are going to see a crackle of energy as that dark shape fizzles out of the corner of your eye, seeming to glow for a moment or grow for a moment at the sound of that word, almost with pleasure. But for you, it makes you want to throw up hearing those words. You know exactly what it means.
I see.
So we're saying a bunch of cultists did this?
We should be so lucky.
Well,
Most-
whoever did this, they're harshing on my vibe, and I really don't like it.
Yes, correct.
You should feel how the dead feels.
I'd rather not.
No, that's probably for the best.
Now, shall we do as tradition states and put this man in a cask and throw him in the lake? Or ship him off somewhere else?
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone wants to put them anywhere but here.
Raoul will go over and pop one of the casks off, the tops off one of the casks, and kind of
Sounds
look
good.
over for some help.
Victor will come out.
Okay. Can I get anybody who's helping with this to please do me a favor and make me a perception and alertness roll at a difficulty of 8, unless you have something that allows you to see better in the dark? Particularly anybody who's paying attention to where the body is, but it could be beyond that.
Ah, yes. The thing I was also thinking I should probably spend some points in. I got failed.
2 successes.
As you look over and you start, like, you see Raoul cracking the top of the cask and, like, trying to make some room to dump the body into it. It's going to be a tight fit, and as you head back to the body, at least he's pretty emaciated. He hasn't eaten in a while. Looks like weeks, so if he were whatever he probably was before this, it would be a difficult fit, but it's doable now. And then you see him breathe. His chest rises. And there is a bit of a soft gasp that you will hear, Victor.
Wait. He's breathing.
What? There's no way.
Victor's gonna get close and put his ear to him to make sure he's seeing and hearing what he's hearing.
Sure, make me a perception, and do you have medicine?
I do.
Perception and medicine.
I'm gonna use a
Difficulty of
willpower because
Sounds good.
difficulty of what?
Difficulty of 7, unless you have tools on you.
No.
You never know who's going to bring a stethoscope.
That's with the willpower.
tell me
That's
this
3
time.
successes.
So, as you put your head to his chest, his face, where are you putting it?
To his chest to see if I can hear a heartbeat.
No, there's no heartbeat. But you can feel pressure shifting inside of his chest. You can feel it press up at you, and as you... There's no heartbeat, but as you pull back, you can see that he's taking a breath, or it's almost like something, like it's like he's swallowing in reverse, or he's like vomiting seawater. And as you're looking down with that much medicine, you're going to see that he is very likely dead. You are pretty sure he's dead, given the viscosity of his skin, his temperature, just the amount of bites and gnaws on him from the seafloor, or from the, from sea creatures. And then you see his throat bulge as something makes its way up. And with 3 successes on medicine, I'm going to let you know that you don't want to be anywhere near his mouth when it opens and snaps open in 3, 2, 1.
Backs all back, like scrambles backwards. Back away now.
Huh?
Now.
What?
His jaw unhinges and a flood of seawater pours out onto the ground. And after it, a 20-inch long coral snake slowly slides out from between this man's jaws. It flicks its tongue and stares menacingly around, its fangs dripping with venom.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Put him back where he came from.
Well, he's not going back where he came from. Whatever. Leave the snake where it is.
Right.
And Kelly, can I
Yes?
make an occult check to see if I think that this is part of any Nephandic ritual that I've heard of?
Absolutely, go ahead. In the meanwhile, I'm going to just randomly see how angry the snake is. Oh, look. I have 9 hurt them mores. The snake is going to hiss in your direction, and I have to know who didn't back away. Okay. Perfect.
Gilbert was still back ways anyways. He never really got closer.
Yeah, Betty was still where Raoul was until he approached the body.
What was the difficulty, Kelly?
Difficulty on that, it's pretty esoteric, so I'm going to say 7, because it's...
2.
Perhaps it's part of a ritual. Perhaps this is some type of... The Nephandi are particularly prone to putting venomous creatures and insects inside of things. This could be a safety measure, though. This could be some type of dark spell that was cast to protect the body in case it was found. In which case, this creature is going to be very angry. And in which case... can I get an initiative roll off of everyone? That is going to be, you're going to roll a d10, and you are going to add your dexterity and wits dots to it. It only rerolls if you have a specialty that applies. And that snake is pretty quick. So that is going to be, for Mr. Snake, is going to be 5, 13 for the... Oh, God. It's very fast. So,
He's very fast.
he's a snake. Okay.
He's a snake.
And, oh, not as fast as Gilbert, though. Okay, so I have Gilbert.
Wits is my middle name.
We have Gilbert with a 14. We have, yeah, you need a badger. Then we've got Snake. Then we've got Snake. Then we've got Victor. This is Liquid Snake, obviously. Then we have Raoul. And then we have Betty. Okay. So quick thing for combat. So in traditional M20 rules and in World of Darkness rules, when you were doing combat, you do not get normally a defensive action. I often will allow people to take a defensive action and make a roll. In this, it's athletics, where it used to be dodge, because they just smash them together because it honestly saves you a bunch of points. The thing that I would like to let you know is that if you want to do another action on top of dodging, normally you have to split your dice pools, which is a whole can of fish we will get into when we get there. But in the meanwhile, dodging a snake is a good idea, but hey, Gilbert, it is your turn. What do you want to do? As this creature hisses and rears back, looking for something to sink its fangs into.
Probably knowing that snakes like jumping on whatever moves first, he's probably just going to stand real still and hold his action.
All right, that sounds good. So hold your action, prepare like a dodge or something. The snake is going to get its turn. What I will allow, Raoul, with your roll and being close, I will let you go ahead and default to a dodge roll to try to get away from the snake. So what I want you to do is we're going to do a contested roll, Raoul. If you're planning to do something else this round, it will reset on your turn. But the snake is going to do a contested dex and brawl check versus your dexterity and athletics. Difficulty 6.
I'm real good at this.
Okay, and I'm going to spend a hurt them more to add 2 more dice. Which would be real useful if I didn't roll ones. Okay. So, that is 1 success.
2 successes.
Okay, the snake is going to coil itself up and is going to strike, but the sand is not as strong as it should be for it. It's not, coral snakes aren't exactly used to being on the beach like this, or at least this one isn't. And as it lashes forward, some of the sand bank falls away, giving it a little less momentum. It snaps toward you, and you're able to pull back right as you can feel it brush your pant leg, inches from embedding its fangs in the side of your calf. Victor, it's your turn. What do you do?
Okay. That have matter. I essentially want to follow the kills. I want to alter the sand and shape it around the snake and essentially make a prison and harden it so it can't get out.
Okay. You have matter, what level?
3.
That sounds good. We can do that. So you're going to transmute the matter. What I'm going to have you do, first off, tell me how you do this. Like, what is the process? Do you just have chemicals on you? Is this a psychic power?
Chemicals,
like,
yeah. Okay. I use chemicals for my matter.
Okay, so I'm going to assume it's just a spray or something like that. So what I am going to ask you to do is we're going to make a matter roll. Now, congratulations, Traz. This is our first vulgar casting of the game. Luckily, I believe that the helper ran back up to the mansion and left you 4 down here by yourselves, which means that you don't have to deal with a sleeper nearby, which is way better than it could be. So what I'm going to ask you to do is, this is going to be a vulgar check, difficulty of 4 plus your matter, so it's going to be difficulty of 7. You're using chemicals, so that will lower this to a difficulty of 6 for your arete check.
Okay. 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, and let's see what happens to your... Oh boy. Okay, well, congratulations, Traz. You also get the first paradox backlash of the game. Oh god. Okay. Well, on 1 point of paradox, you generated 3 points of paradox. Thanks to my roll. So, Traz, as you are lashing forward with this, you splash some chemicals and the sand begins to harden. But as it does, the force of your moving the vial is going to cause it to shatter in your hand. I need you to make me a stamina check. Difficulty 6. You're going to soak this damage. It is only going to be bashing.
3 successes.
Holy crap. Okay, so in that case, you are going to... the bottle is going to shatter in your hand, and you're going to come away with a few cuts, but honestly, nothing that a Band-Aid isn't going to fix. It's going to shatter. It's a little abrupt, but for the most part, aside from a couple of, like, little scrapes, you're totally fine.
Nothing new for him.
Nothing new for you, really. Honestly, like, it's one of those cuts where if you suck on it for like 10 seconds, it's gone. The glass is going to shatter in your hand, the chemicals are going to spill, and the snake, where it has landed, the sand is going to slightly liquefy and suddenly harden again, becoming like a cylinder that is going to encase its motions, make it much harder to do anything. Raoul, the snake's head is still sticking out of this, however. Is it, Victor? Are you just encasing the body? Or in the entire thing?
Try the entire thing, but it is a long snake. You might not be able to get it. So
no. It's kind of curled. So we'll say that there is basically like, it's clumped up like, oh god, I can only think of like kitty litter right now, like the way that it hugs to the moist stuff. So it's almost like paper mached by the sand right now. Raoul, you can see this hard coating cover it, and it is your turn. What do you do?
Is there a big rock nearby?
Oh, hell yes.
I'm going to crush with a big rock.
That sounds great.
I was thinking the same thing.
Can you please do me a favor and make me a strength and athletics, strength and brawl, strength and melee, whichever of those three is more applicable. So it's going to be difficulty 6. Actually, you know what? Pardon me. It's going to be difficulty 4 because it is restrained.
1 success. I have a pool of 3.
Perfect. Well, then go ahead and roll me some damage. This is going to be strength plus... when I say big rock, how big of a rock... What's your strength score?
2.
2? So I'm going to say that you can probably pick up a rock that's like probably about like 40 pounds. So
that's a big rock.
It's a pretty big rock, but someone with strength 2 could probably pick up like a 20, 30, 40 pound rock and heft it. So give me damage, strength plus 2 for this. Difficulty of 6.
2 successes.
2 successes.
And do those explode?
Yes, we do. Or no, not unless you have a strength 1. However, I just failed my stamina roll, and I would like to tell you, for a coral snake, its health levels are okay and squished.
So squished it is.
Okay, according to Gods and Monsters anyway. So there is a horrible crunching sound, Victor, as your effect is broken through from the outside. The solidified sand is going to crush inside with a horrible... The giant rock comes down.
You said that.
And Betty, anything that you want to do?
No, it's dead. I'm quite fine. It's squished.
It is absolutely squished. All right.
Squashed.
Squish squashed.
Oh, well, actually, hold on 1 second. Now it's got blood. 1 second. What could I do with that?
Are you going to drink its blood?
I'm looking. No, I'm not going to drink its blood. Oh, it's more like follow blood. It's more like tracking. Well, never mind.
What were you thinking of using?
Oh, just something literally called follow blood. It just basically you touch a blood from someone. It's like time and life. You gain knowledge about the owner, its age, condition, appearance, sicknesses, markings.
Oh, okay.
Backwards, you can learn how the owner was when he was younger. Mage may also continue the tracing to the owner's parents and so on. Like literally, like just like time wise. That is kind of cool.
That is kind of cool. You don't want to learn about the snake's parents, but like.
No, I don't really care about the snake's parents. I more wanted to see if there was a way to track how it got to be inside this poor man.
This poor man. You could use time magic.
I only have time 2.
All you need is time 2.
Okay.
Time 2 allows you to look forward and backward in time.
Perfect. Yeah, I kind of wanted like a vision of how it ended up there.
Okay. So, what I want you to do is, can you please make me an arete check? We're going to hop out of initiative as you do this. Now, tell me how you do this. Your difficulty on this is going to be 4. Actually, depending on what's your focus for time magic?
So time magic is singing, and I was thinking of kind of going into a time magic is jazz music, and I was going to sing some jazz music to go into a trance with the help of substances. Okay. And let the vision wash over me.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
So you start doing that. Can you give me this at a difficulty of 3?
Arete?
Arete difficulty 3. What's your willpower score, by the way?
5, I think. 5. Ciao.
Okay.
Ooh, I got a 3, 4, and a 10.
3, 4, and a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So...
Doesn't explode? Which ones explode?
Actually, on magic, we are doing exploding magic, so that 10 will reroll.
Okay.
And because I like big effects, if it rolls into a
3
1,
again.
disregard the 1.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, like, if a 10 explodes into a 1, it doesn't eat the 10. I think that is the most depressing thing that can happen.
That's nice. Yeah, no kidding.
However, if you botch magic, I'm really mean. So
That's fair.
Because
I
you
think
earned
that's
it.
fair. Yeah.
You tend to
test
blow
fate
off fingers
and fate will
stuff.
test you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, your enemies can explode magic, which is my favorite.
Oh
So,
my god. It hurt
3
itself in its
successes.
confusion.
Exactly.
That's 4. 4 successes now. I
4
rolled a 3.
successes.
Mhm.
Oh boy. So, I want you to describe how you're doing this for everyone else as they are like taking a breath after this snake has been squished and you just start like singing and drinking or something like that.
100%. So she's going to flip a little vial from her satchel. She's been like off in left field the whole time, kind of like, kill it, get it away. And she's going to flip a vial open, just kind of chug something, and just kind of start snapping as she walks towards it. Just lost in her own world. You can look in her eyes, but they're glazed over. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. As she goes up to it and kind of starts to kneel down by it now that it's dead and not at risk of harming her, and touches it really lightly.
So, as you touch it really lightly, you're going to feel yourself pulled back in time. And as we move backward, you are going to be... You're in a dark room. You're down in a cellar. You can see these eggs. You can see these eggs in a little terrarium made of chicken wire and stuffed with hay. There is a coral snake curled around them. And you can see a man reach down, wearing thick, reinforced leather gloves. The snake hisses, but the man pushes it aside with a small device, a little fork, like a tuning fork almost, to catch it underneath the jaw and push it down. Perhaps the type of device that's used when you're holding a snake down for milking, which is the technical term, if I'm not mistaken, for going through and taking its venom. And as you are looking at this, the snake hisses as the man picks through and lifts one of the little eggs and walks over to where in this basement this man is... The man on the floor, the man lying dead at your feet, is chained to a support beam. His wounds are much fresher. His skin is much more natural. And the man with the leather gloves, so you can't quite see his... You can recognize a beard. You can recognize a flannel shirt. And you can see weathered, lined eyes with bright blue shining. But it's dark in the room. Although occasionally, the basement will light up. Suddenly, like there's a passing car. Light floods the room occasionally from an upstairs, well, from a window just at the top of the cellar. One of those little cellar windows, the kind that are maybe 8 inches, 12 inches tall. And as the man is crouching over his victim, you can hear this low voice chanting in a strange tongue. Accept this offering and guard what is mine. The man forces open his victim's mouth like he is feeding a goose with a funnel. And with those leather gloves, like blacksmithing gloves, forces the egg down his throat. And as you are looking at this, can I get you to do me a favor and make me a wits and... A wits and alertness roll. Do you have investigation?
Looking for it. No.
Okay. Do you have technology by chance?
No.
Okay. All right. Give me a wits and alertness roll at 7.
Okay. Oh, 7792.
Holy crap.
3 successes. Yeah.
Once again, you see the man look up. You see the victim look up at the snake handler. And terror flashes across both of their faces as the room, well, terror flashes across one of their faces. The light flashes across them both again. And it's at this point that you realize that it's rhythmic. If it's a passing car, it's happening because you're humming a beat as you're reliving this. It's coming about every... You've been watching for about 2 minutes and it's come 4 times? About every 30 seconds. Almost without pause. In fact, without pause. And as you ride the vision out, you can hear the man with the snakes say, "Now go on. Don't be afraid. You're serving a better cause." The timeless ones will appreciate your sacrifice. They're hungry, don't you know? Gotta feed 'em. Gotta feed 'em before the time is up. They're timeless, we ain't. That's enough for you, boyo. I'm gonna have to see to our other guest. And as he goes to stand up, the man on the floor surges upward with a sudden manic burst of strength. It catches his captor off guard as he stands, driving his head directly into the man's jaw. The man tumbles to the ground, and the captive, the dead man, manages to slip the cuffs. And he runs and runs out of the room with the man, the victimizer, shouting after him, "You won't get away! It's a long swim!" And as he shouts that, the bearded man with the blue eyes grabs a long, cruel meatworker's hook from a shelf and strides out of the room. And as you were doing this, I need you to make me a stamina roll, difficulty of 6.
Yes. Just stamina?
Just stamina.
Oh, lordy. All right. Ciao. Difficulty. Oh, a 6 and a 10. What the
Oh,
hell? 2 successes then.
okay. As you are looking at this, the vision is going to pass, and the man strides out of the room. And as he does, you are going to feel this horrible, aching pressure inside of your head as you realize that you are standing in that dark room, and the coral snake and the eggs are all going to burst open inside that. They're going to just erupt. The eggs are going to give birth. All of these tiny snakes are going to start rushing through the chicken mesh, and they're going to start climbing up your legs. And as the vision ends, you're going to be screaming and trying to bat them off yourself as they try going through any hole in your face that they can climb through. However, you have successfully not taken any damage from this as you feel your brain begin to buzz. But the last thing that you are going to see is these writhing snakes coming toward your eyes. And that is what you all will see, is that she's just kind of freaking out. But
Are you okay?
Yeah, I was, oh, give me a moment, got the vapors. I saw a vision of when the snake was put into this poor man's body. The brute who put that in there was, he was saying that it was talking to this other poor fellow who was running away, and he was saying it was a long swim from wherever they were. I don't know why, just in case I wanted to know and avoid the area. But there was this rhythmic light that was shining too, maybe like, I don't know, like a lighthouse or something. It was always 30 seconds-ish in between. I could count by the way that I was humming. Yeah, the timeless ones will appreciate your sacrifice. Ooh, I feel dirty even just saying timeless ones after he said it like that. I don't know if that means anything to you all. But there's lots and lots of snakes where that came from. I just felt like they were all crawling all over me.
Did they see you while you were looking back?
Well, I don't think so. Is that possible?
I don't think so, but...
Did you happen to see anybody else?
I just saw that big buff man who put the snake in that poor sop's mouth, and then the other one that ran away, and he started chasing him. I didn't really get a good look at either of them. They had like a flannel shirt and beard and thick leather gloves, blue eyes, but it was really dark in there except for that light. It was nighttime. I don't know when. I don't know where, but...
Well, then we may know who's responsible for all of this, then.
I mean, I might be able to pick up on some clues if I see them, but I wouldn't be able to pick them out of a lineup, you know?
Well, where's the nearest lighthouse to here?
That's just... they didn't say a lighthouse. I was just thinking. He said that's a long swim. And there was a light. It was really too consistent to be like a car or something.
if anybody wants to,
It's just an idea.
You can make me an intelligence streetwise roll.
I don't really want to fight this guy. Like, this poor sop is one thing, but I don't want to be like him. I don't think this is our fight, you know?
You said intelligence and streetwise?
Yep.
Will problem solving apply?
Sure. In this case, yes, you're solving a specific problem. I'll allow it.
Oh, what was my difficulty?
Difficulty of 6, because you're from this area.
3 successes.
There are a number of lighthouses along the Puget Sound. I think the closest one to the Marigold District would probably be the West Point Lighthouse. Which
West Point's be the closest one here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it just had to be in view of the West Point Lighthouse. If he was in it, that light wouldn't be shining on him, right? But if there's an island or something, he seemed to indicate there was a vast body of water all around him. So this poor sop, the second poor sop, couldn't actually escape from him.
So there might be someone still alive there.
I mean, I don't know when this was. I can't tell time of death for this guy. He was a lot more, he was fresher. He was fresher at the time. Oh, I hesitate to even say that. That sounds gross.
If there's a lighthouse is usually attended. If it's attended, they usually know who's within the area because sometimes they need supplies. Sometimes, as a lighthouse, they have to go and help people, especially on islands.
Are we going to be detectives? I don't think I'm very good at detectiving.
We could ask questions.
And you just gave us a great hint. Like, we knew nothing before this.
Will someone help me get this body in the case?
Yeah.
Still holding the corpse.
Perfect. All right.
That spirit won't rest until that body is taken care of.
I suppose. I'll let you strong men do the heavy lifting.
So.
And how do you propose we deal with that, Mr. Snow?
I have my car out front. Unfortunately, I'm sure at this point it's surrounded. I don't know how far the lighthouse is from here. I don't feel like walking.
Well, we can stash the body for now and deal with it again later.
Perhaps we find somewhere to lay low for a while.
Somewhere along the water.
At worst, we start a fire.
We don't need to start a fire.
At worst.
At worst. Okay. Let's get out of here. We can talk direction once we get going.
All right. The first thing to do is start, right?
Exactly.
Let's start.
Raoul will look around at the others in this boat with him. It's like, And after a moment of consideration, we'll get behind the oars.
All right. And hopping behind the oars, you all hop in the rowboat.
Yeah, I'm sitting. Oh, wait, are we bringing the body with us? I'm sitting as far away from the body as is like humanly possible. If that is sitting on the edge of the boat, that is.
You can sit on the other edge then.
Gilbert will keep it company.
Oh.
Beautiful. All right. And loading up in the boat, the body half in a cask, ready to be hammered in if needed. You hop behind the oars and head out on the water into the Puget Sound. Under cover of night, you can see that back at the house, the party is absolutely broken up. But that doesn't mean that a different party isn't getting started. The police are having a field day, breaking windows, overturning patio furniture, overturning topiaries, and all sorts of things. And as you head out into the night, you're lucky that you're probably not one of the ones getting arrested tonight. If you're lucky. And I think this is a good place for us to take a quick break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bedlam. We're going to briefly chat for a moment just so that we can say thank you so much for being here. I also wanted to let you know that if you have not heard the news yet, and it will already be out on YouTube by the time that this is released publicly on YouTube, but we have a very exciting new project that is coming in the very near future, and that is, of course, our very own Jen of Mage the Ascension Technocracy Zero Sum is going to be running a Hunter the Reckoning game, which is going to be set in Vancouver inside of the, as far as I can tell, it's going to be the same continuity as Dominion. Which, if you're not tuning into Technocracy Dominion, what are you doing? It's great. It's the exact opposite vibe of this game. Literally, it's way more celebratory. But I am really excited to be doing all of this World of Darkness stuff and to have Jen running another game. I also wanted to say that there is a bunch more Mage content coming to the channel, so if you're a big fan of Mage the Ascension or any of the other World of Darkness games, don't worry, they're coming, and they are coming fast and hard. I don't know how to say that sentence, but they're coming, and it's going to be a fantastic time. I'm really looking forward to doing some more vampire and doing some more mage, and there's like just so much stuff in our future here. So thank you so much for hanging out with us and for helping support us. I never would have thought that the World of Darkness would be this appealing to so many of you, especially because, you know, D&D is such a huge thing, but I love being one of the World of Darkness channels. And it feels really cool. So thank you so much for being here with us. Does anybody have anything they want to say or do before we hop back in? Perfect. I am just going to quickly grab a "You Are on the Ocean" background.
Ooh.
And it's called Danger. Nice. Okay, so. And I will replace the gray room. Oh, you know what? I might need the gray room. What am I doing? Also, if you guys... Yeah, I don't need the study anymore. If you guys don't know how much work it is just getting these stupid backgrounds set up, it's wild the amount of extra work it takes getting the immersive backgrounds. There we go. But I do it because I love you. The only problem is the way that we watch the players don't get to see them. They just get to see the green backgrounds. So.
I watch it on the playback.
It looks really cool, right? Like the shifting backgrounds. Okay, and that'll be water. Night. Danger on the high sea. The fruit punch. That's right. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to swap us back in, and let's go see what trouble we can get into tonight on Mage the Ascension Bedlam. And just going to grab one last thing, actually, because if you're going... I can't believe I planned this entire game, and I actually didn't think, oh, maybe they take the rowboat. I am...
It's always the one thing you don't plan for. That's how it always works.
Well, what happened to me last night in Vecna is they go to the casino, and I read the module, and I read it really well, and then Chris and Michael are like, let's go play poker. And they're in a casino in Vecna. They didn't create a poker game.
What?
No,
Wait, what?
all of the, they had games of skill, which were only int-based games, and strategy, and then they had games of chance. They didn't have games of social bluffing or anything like that in a casino. And I'm like, have the people who wrote this ever been to a casino? Like, where's the Backerkit? You know? Where's James Bond?
Where's the game of werewolf?
You know what? I would love to play a game of werewolf. Hey, Jen, run Werewolf the Forsaken for me. Give us that season 3 I've been promising. But thank you, Jen. The reactions in the chat are worth it.
I keep hearing the name Brighton everywhere. Just saying. Maybe
Really?
it's a sign.
All right. Welcome back to Mage Bedlam, here on Dork Tales. You head out onto the water, putting the effort in, your back muscles straining as you row Raoul. Now I have to ask, Raoul, is anybody helping you row as you make your way out into the ocean?
So I was actually thinking to myself that Raoul has not learned humility yet, so we'll probably not ask for help, but use an old Bunny Tharsis trick, or House Tharsis trick, and whistle up a few notes to make the oars move easier.
Okay.
Using forces.
That sounds fantastic to me. What I would love you to do is go ahead and give me that a difficulty of 3. To increase your forces.
3 successes.
Ooh. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to lower your difficulty on this roll. Can I please get you to make me a, let's say this is going to be a stamina and athletics roll, because it's like using a rowing machine. Give it to me at difficulty 3.
Is there any chance I can use my entropy to, I don't know, make it the tide happens to be going out at this moment?
So maybe not something quite that big, but definitely that you find like a very lucky current or something like that. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Something along the lines of, like, you're just enough away from the shore that you don't get the big waves.
Okay, what entropy do you have? Like, what level?
3.
3? Yeah, absolutely. Give me that. So
wait.
how...
Never mind. 2.
2.
I got 3 spirit.
Give me... You can probably ease it a little bit, make it so that you don't get any unfortunate stuff. Go ahead and give me this at a difficulty of... Give me a difficulty of 3.
It's 3. One success.
1 success? Okay. All right, so what we're going to do is I am going to give that as a bonus dice to Chris's roll. And basically that combined effect. So how do you do this? How does Gilbert summon that magic? Is it just luck? Are you fated to deliver this body?
And his hand's kind of trailing at the back of the boat, too. So he's kind of feeling the current beneath us and just kind of subtly, like, nodding his head one way or another with the waves, and the waves are kind of just gently motioning in those directions.
Sounds good. And how many successes was that, Chris? 4?
4, yeah.
Okay, that is a lot. So you are going to be doing, honestly, this is the best cardio of your life. You are basically doing a rowing machine on like setting 1 or 2. You know, you're just like, yeah, this is great. This is
definitely working.
It's moving, but you don't have to worry about a thing. You are able to propel the boat out into the water. And where are you headed? Like, what's the plan?
Some empty, like, remote wildernessy part of town, or
Okay.
like of the sound. Maybe there's an island nearby that's like less inhabited or uninhabited.
So where you are right now is right at the base of Magnolia. So Magnolia Park is located right in Elliott Bay, kind of along the Kingston Ferry route. So a tiny island. I'm not seeing any on a quick hunt, but there is something really useful. If you are headed north, It is a mere, let me just do a quick check, 500 meters, boop, 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 boop. If you follow the shoreline, it's about 2 kilometers north, and then you hit what is called Discovery Park. So if any of you wants to, go ahead and pull up a map of Seattle, and you can totally see this. Search Discovery Park. It is a park that is about 1.5 kilometers wide and tall, but in this day and age, almost the entire north of this peninsula was forest or military land at this point. And that does include where it is the West Point Lighthouse up at the corner tip. But yeah, no, it's like complete. Discovery Park is mostly woods, especially in this day and age. And it's quite, actually, it's a lot of nice fields too. It's very lovely. Very bucolic. But plenty of places to drop a body.
Perfect. So I'll start making my way there.
Yeah, easily. With 4 successes on that, you can easily propel yourself across the strait, or northward, at least along the coastline, just outside of anybody's attention. Before long, you are going to see the bluffs in front of you, the rolling hills that designate the park. Or, it's not quite a park in the 20s. I want to say it's more just uninhabited land that's been overgrown, seized by the government away from the local bands that once lived here. Find it means uninhabited, and this time of night, you'll take it.
So we can leave it here tonight. Come back for it tomorrow evening with shovels or some other ways to lay it to rest.
All right.
For the best.
If I want to get invited back to one of her parties, I suppose I should probably do as she asked. So, do any of you have any ideas on how we should, like, we can just leave it up in the woods here? Does that sound good?
Yeah, that should be all right.
It's probably
As long
our
as we
best option.
This
I
is
don't
not-
imagine wild animals will get to it if we come back quickly.
Well, they probably won't be able to smell it over all the alcohol, right? Okay, let's pull up on the beach here, and I don't want to spend much more time around this if I don't have to.
I second that. Let's go.
There's a little cove. A little, I guess not a cove so much as a little beachhead right there with a bunch of shrubbery and trees clinging to the side of a steep cliff. The cliff is potentially climbable if you had the right boots on, but for the most part, it's something you would tumble down into the water or break your leg on at the beach if you slipped down. Most people aren't going to be coming down here. And in fact, luckily, you are at high tide right now. So you're able to get a good sense of what among the driftwood is normally underwater.
All right. Victor, will you help me unload
Yeah.
this fine gentleman? So. All right. Now, from the water there, Miss Betty, where do you where's in sight and where's out of sight from where you're at?
I don't think I'm following.
Well, is there a spot here that's more out of sight from you where you're at? Where should we put the barrel?
Oh, from me right this minute.
Yes.
Oh, there's that really big piece of driftwood over to the left there. I suppose it's your right if you're looking at me.
All right. We'll
You could probably put them in there. Looks like there's a little bit of a dip right up against the right up against that bluff there.
all right. Sounds good, Victor.
Yep, let's go.
So I want you both to do me a favor and make me an unorthodox roll. Why don't we go ahead and make me I'm going to say intelligence and stealth, but if you think something would be better, I'm willing to hear alternatives. Do you think wits would be better for this?
I could do wits and stealth with a
guess
specialty in cunning.
I'll let you do
Yeah,
either,
it
yeah.
kind of depends if you're just trying to find a good spot or if you're trying to avoid detection.
Mm-hmm.
I have survival. I don't have
Ooh.
stealth.
I don't think survival would be good for hiding the body, unfortunately.
Fair.
What's the difficulty, Kelly?
Difficulty on this, honestly, you've got a bunch of coverage. It's night. I'll give you just difficulty 6 because you've got things working for and against you on this.
What if you don't have stealth?
Oh, if you don't have stealth, stealth is in the second category, so it is going to be difficulty 7 for you.
Okay.
3 successes.
3 successes. All right. So Victor,
Also
don't,
3 successes.
I was about to say don't botch, but that's good. So with some help from the shoreline, the two of you are going to be able to find a place to drop the body, putting it inside of some of the around some of the driftwood, some of the undergrowth there. You're able to hide it safely. And luckily, it doesn't look like there's many crabs around here, so the body will probably be okay for a little while. Are you putting it in the cask and just keeping it there? The crate?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that'll help then. Crabs generally don't carry crowbars with them. Generally.
Crab bar.
Yeah,
Crab bar.
usually.
God damn it.
Now, while this is going on, Gilbert, is there anything that you are doing?
Probably meditating, as in speaking some kind words for the spirit to not realize that we're desecrating the body.
Okay. That works for me. So, saying some kind words to the body. Are you doing any type of mechanical thing for this, or is this just more of a roleplay thing?
No, it's just more of a role play. Just
Okay.
kind of... Yeah, just... I don't know what kind of a person you were, but there had to be some good in your life. You might have had family. They probably cared about you. We don't mean ill will. You gave us a direction. And you deserve to rest. It's just going to be some time, but time for you is probably endless. Don't let it weigh heavily on you. If you have family, I'll try to contact them. One way or another.
As you say that prayer, the other men are going to finish up hiding the body and wade back into the water. It's cold. And as you slosh back across, it's going to splash up as high as your knees before you get back in the boat. Your shoes, your loafers, your lace-ups fill with a little bit of seawater and squelch uncomfortably as you climb back aboard the vessel. But the body's hidden, at least for now. Thankfully, there's no way that anyone short of a magus could track you. It's not like you left fingerprints or anything. Fingerprinting's not even very wide practice yet. In fact, if you don't have any points of security, you might not even know it exists. Actually, when did fingerprinting become a thing? Oh, never mind. It's been around for 30 years. It became widespread by U.S. police in 1903. All right. As you hop in, you look at the place where you know that that body is waiting for you. Inside of the crate, lonely and cold. What's the plan now? It's getting on toward midnight at this point.
Now, should we go home, reconvene tomorrow after midnight, come get this body, bury it somewhere?
I think that might be the best option. I'm getting kind of cold out here, to be honest with you. And, I don't know, it's just getting real late. Maybe it's real suspicious, like 4 random people coming up to a lighthouse being like, hey, what's going on? You know?
Maybe just a little suspicious.
Just a little bit. And they'd be like, why are you here around midnight?
Maybe safer if we want to check out in the light of day anyways.
Mm.
If we want to.
Yeah, but where should we plan to meet up?
Well, you have a shop, Victor. We could meet there and make our way over.
Mm.
Yeah, that could work, yeah.
I know, Miss Betty, you didn't want to be a detective of sorts. But these Eaters of the Week are going to cause a real problem in our community if we don't root them out. If someone doesn't root them out. And it might not be us.
No, that it's affected one of us. So he's going to pull out the locket.
What's that?
It's my wife's.
Where did you get... Was
It
it
was on
on
the
that
body.
guy? Oh. How did he get that?
It's been a long time since I assume she died. I mean, she could be
Well,
dead. But
assume? I don't mean to pry into your personal life, Victor. But...
I
Well,
need
right.
answers.
Well, that's understandable. I think we've all got a lot of skills that'll help us all out here, so... I mean, I'm willing to work with you, but... I'm not very strong, like. But I see, Raoul, you can make up for that, for sure. And your other two as well, I'm sure, but...
Not to raise any alarm, but my automobile is still there. If they trace it back to me, they're going to ask questions. They'll probably want to know where I've been.
Why, you were just hired there, right?
I'm going to have to account for my time.
I mean, do you live with anyone? Could you have just gone home? I mean, it's a poor alibi, but no one could say you weren't.
Go report the car is stolen.
True?
It's not mine. It belongs to the theater that I'm leasing.
Then you can definitely report it stolen.
Anybody who wants to come up with a very believable lie can make me a wits and subterfuge or manipulation and subterfuge roll. Difficulty of 7 because of the circumstances.
I have no subterfuge. This is not Victor's forte.
True.
What is subterfuge as a like? Is it -1 or +1 difficulty?
No, anybody can lie, so it is just a flat. You just don't add it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So
That's a boss. Victor has no idea.
You should just tell him the truth. Tell him that you weren't drinking and that everything's fine.
Totally.
All right, that's the truth for you.
You know what, Victor? You're a white business owner in the 20s. You can trust the police.
Oh my
absolutely.
god. Ciao.
One success. Honestly, one success and up. What I would suggest is you lead with a nugget of truth that you were hired, you did your work, and when you went to leave, your car was boxed in, so you ended up taking a cab or busing or something like that. And that you left when you saw that they were doing illicit activities. But unfortunately, their valet wouldn't give you your keys back, or you got boxed in, or something like that. And that you'll have to be careful in the future, and maybe even rat out somebody you don't like.
Sorry, I just thought of someone that could be ratted out.
I have manipulation and I have a specialty for sweet talking.
Oh yeah, you could probably think of a way around that. So
I got one success with that.
You got one success? I mean, honestly, like a little bit of sweet talking, you know, suck up to them, offer them free palm readings. Chris in our private chat has asked, what are all of our points in? Brawl
None
5.
of this.
Everyone has Brawl
right.
5.
Well, no, I have manipulation 4, so I mean, that's okay. Just not subterfuge.
Oh, yeah, it's not our attributes that are the problem. It is in our skills.
It's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so there are a number of ways you can get out of this, though. I wouldn't worry about it so much. But are you heading back to your place, or are you heading back? What's the plan?
Well, I suppose, how would we be getting back, and how far is it? I guess is my question.
We could go back to the Marigold District and catch a cab. From, like, maybe not nearby, but, like... or maybe up to Ballard. Just cross the water there.
But we just concealed a body. If we're going to be seen, we should probably not be seen together.
He makes a fair point.
No, I suppose that's true.
Well, I'll drop us all off along the way and then make my way back home. Now, do we want to look into this lighthouse in the daytime? Be easier to find things on the daytime? Or do we want to prepare the body first? I have a dinner meeting tomorrow evening. So I'm busy. I'm sorry, etiquette. I'm not free to do illicit activities like body burying and hunting for cultists at all times. I do have a job. I do have my research. So let's...
I have my shop I need to run too. So
are you working tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get you home. Let's get us all home. And then meet here tomorrow evening after midnight.
Well, midnight again? I need my beauty sleep. Also, are we going to the lighthouse at midnight? I thought we said that would be suspicious.
Mm-hmm. We could do it during the day. Shall we go during the day then?
I think it would be better to go during the day. I mean, we could look to see what the lighthouse shines upon. During the nighttime would be easier. But I don't know. All this thinking is making my head spin. It's too late.
All right. Absolutely fair. Let's do this tomorrow in the daytime. After lunch, at lunchtime.
Well, I mean, yeah, we could go to the lighthouse twice, though, right? We could. We could do it in the daytime, ask some questions, and then come back later and see what it shines upon.
Perfect. Let's start there.
In
All
the
right.
morning, I'll go retrieve my car, and we can get around a little easier.
Ah, that's a great idea.
Excellent. And shall we do that? So in the afternoon, we'll get together, move the car. Or not move the car, sorry. Look at the lighthouse. And then in the evening, we can come and deal with our problem.
Yeah. And we meet at Victor's, yeah?
Perfect.
All right.
All right. I'm really looking forward to not being in the boat anymore.
Yeah, I'm getting a little queasy.
All right, let's go.
You make your way back, docking the boat somewhere where you can go and catch a cab. Luckily, the cabs are running a bit late tonight. It is still a celebratory city, and this is a weekend night. By the time you all make it to your individual abodes, it is very late indeed. And each of you is going to sink into a long and fitful sleep. Now, I need to remind myself, does anybody have the Nightmare's Flaw specifically?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in that case, the Nightmare's Flaw, I believe...
Oh, wait, no, I don't.
You have the
it's
adversarial
a background. Never mind. Sorry. I don't.
That's okay. So what I would like you to do then, Caitlan, is how many levels of that do you have?
Just the one.
Just the one? Make me a willpower roll while you sleep.
Okie dokie.
6, please.
Oh. 4 successes.
All you dream about are slithering scales.
Ugh.
And that man's eyes looking at you with a baleful blue glare. But you're able to sleep through the night. And as you awaken the next day, there is plenty of time to get your affairs in order, to get dressed, to even have some socializing with your family or your brunch compatriots, should you have any. Although brunch wasn't really much of a thing back then. I'm sure that an early breakfast would be lovely. But unless anyone has anything to do before that, I have to ask, is Gilbert picking up his car prior to the meeting?
Yeah, he'll probably wake up first thing in the morning, feed his familiar, a parakeet, and, give it a lot of pretty bird, and then head off to get his vehicle, probably stopping at a bakery to get some baked goods to at least feed everyone if we're going to be driving around for a while.
Sure. The bakery is going to easily provide what you need, and then as you make your way back toward the party spot, toward Bianca's mansion, you are going to be able to head up to the front gate, which are in the process of being repaired at the moment. But as you approach, one of the workmen you'll recognize as a man who was doing some butlering. A black man in his mid-30s, sturdy build, well-trimmed mustache, and short-cut hair, is going to turn and look at you and say, "Excuse me, you're Mr. Snow, right?"
Yes, good morning.
I recognized your outfit. I didn't, if you pardon me for saying so, I didn't expect to see you wearing that during the day as well. I thought it was mostly for the, for show.
No, I wear something flashy when I'm showing off.
Well, that you are. The mistress of the house said that you would be picking up your automobile?
Yeah, yes, is it okay? I heard there was some trouble last night after I left early.
Yes, left early. She also wanted me to inform you that she appreciates your discretion in the additional work you did. Please, just this way. I'll show you to where you can get your car.
Thank you. Could I interest you in a pastry?
Well, I couldn't.
Freshly baked.
It would be rude for me to say no to you, wouldn't it? Well,
I don't think anyone says no to me ever.
Well, then I would hate to be the first. Is that a honey cruller, sir?
No, it's your honey cruller.
Well, thank you very much, sir. And he will take you to where your car has been. It's not where you left it, actually. Taking a peek around, you are going to see that it has been pushed back toward some of what is ostensibly like an old horse stable. Hasn't been used in quite some time, but is absolutely fine, as even has a drop cloth thrown over it.
Oh, I appreciate that you looked after it.
Well, we wanted to make sure that everything was all right, and the lady didn't want you to have any troubles, so we did try to keep anyone away from snooping. Oh, that reminds me. The license plate is inside of your glove box.
I appreciate it.
This isn't, it wasn't our first raid, nor our first rodeo.
Well, hopefully it won't be one of many.
Well, given the new alcohol czar that's made his way inside of Seattle, I have a feeling that it's not going to be the last one.
Sounds like an absolute charm.
Not exactly how I would describe him, sir, but at the very least, they're bigger fish in the city. Although
Well, if he should happen to show up and ask for some pastry, I'll be sure to give him a firm no.
I appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much. And do you need a screwdriver to help? I can help you reattach those.
No, I'll take care of it. You've been too kind, and please pass along my thanks.
I will do that, sir. Thank you, Mr. Snow.
Have a good day. And he'll get into the vehicle and tootle off in his little Model T.
Sounds good. As you're heading off, the rain is going to start to sprinkle down. It is the autumn in Seattle, and, well, it is wet. For those who don't live in the Pacific Northwest, prepare for wet, because that's all it does around here is wet. I love it. But not everybody does. And as you are driving, we are going to cut elsewhere inside of the city. Traz, I would like you to make me a willpower roll for Victor. Difficulty of 8 because of soft-hearted.
Okay, do we get the willpower back after the night of sleep?
Yes,
or...
anybody who slept is going to get a willpower point back.
It's a difficulty of 8.
Yes, I did.
2 successes.
As you lay down in your too large bed and sleep, you're going to have an unusual dream. Do you sleep on the right or the left side of the bed, Victor?
Right side.
You're facing the wall, and that same stain in the wallpaper that you've looked at for the past 10 years. And as you're drifting off, you're going to feel a shift in the bed. It's not alarming. A pair of legs presses up against the back of yours, form-fitting to you. A soft torso presses against your back, and a pair of hands, one lays on the cap of your shoulder blade, and the other gently tangles in your hair. Are you going to look for me?
Of course I am.
I bet Lily's getting so big now.
Takes after you. Quite the mouth on that one. I think she hung around your dad too much.
My dad always taught me the best words. I'm glad to see they're passed along. I hope I'm who you remember when you find me.
Find you, I promise.
Oh, Vic, I just don't know if all of me's going to be there when you get there.
It's okay. Figure it out. Still.
And you will feel a soft, fading breath against the back of your neck. There's a sound of clanking and cantankerous motion outside of your door, and then a banging. Dad, are you getting up or not? I've got breakfast ready for you. Your daughter's voice calls through the door.
Yeah, I'll be right there, Lily.
Were you drinking last night?
No. Work.
Shame. You went to a party and you didn't even have a drink. Oh, did you bring me back one?
No.
Spoil sport. She heads downstairs, leaving you with your thoughts. And you settle in for a day of work. Bacon and eggs are cooked, as well as some pan potatoes. It's cheap bacon, fatty, from the local store. But the eggs are fresh. And as she makes them for you, she cracks one over. And as you're settling down in the kitchen, she makes a noise like, oh. Gross. Don't look. I'm gonna need to go talk to the farmer. This is not the and she's going to hastily turn and scrape out of the frying pan into the trash. And as you look into it, you're going to see that it's not an egg. It's not the runny yolk and membrane that you expect, but the soft bones of a baby chick. I guess this one wasn't too fresh.
Maybe a little bit too fresh. Until you look at it.
The other one's okay.
That's good.
I'll get a different spatula, though. The day is comfortable. You make some money. You restock the shelves. You get things ready. And around lunchtime, the door of Blackwell's Remedies is going to open. And who would be the first person to show up? Who's punctual? Raoul. Heading through the door. Now, you've been here before to buy things and to get various accoutrements. It is the same as it was before. Well, it's not dusty, but it definitely has the smell of age to it. The old wood, the various herbal concoctions and other chemical reagents that line the shelves. Also spices and other little things to liven up one's palate. Before long, the other two will arrive as well. There's plenty of parking outside, so it's no problem at all to get to Pike's Place and find a space there next to Blackwell's Remedies. And one by one, you'll trickle in. Do you all just take lunch and head up into Victor's house above? Or his apartment?
Sure. Betty will probably bluster in as she gets there going, I'm so sorry I'm a little bit late. I had to powder my hair, and it just took way too long. I didn't get a very good sleep last night. It was the time.
Yes, last night was a little distressing, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I'd say.
a little bit.
Yes, let's get to work.
All right.
So
you head upstairs to his kitchen. It's a little apartment above the shop. It's comfortable enough, and his daughter will greet you. And she's, how old again, Traz? 17? 13?
13 is what
13.
I said.
That's right. So she's 13. Looks like she's going to eventually mature into quite a pretty lady, but at this moment, she's a 13-year-old girl. Has the on the verge of that storm of acne that's going to be coming in soon. Well, maybe not acne. She does live with someone who specializes in remedies and skincare. So I would say definitely in that teenage pallor, though. She'll make some coffee for everyone and we'll serve it up, and we'll give her father a little good-natured ribbing as she is getting you things, as well as preparing some cucumber sandwiches or some cold ham for people. It's funny, Dad, you didn't say that you actually had any, I don't know how you pronounce it, Franz?
It's friends, honey.
Is it? I don't think you know that word. You never bring any by.
Ha, ha, ha. Just kind of shoots her a glare and smiles.
All right, well, I'll leave the radio on, and I guess I'll go watch the shop for a bit. You're lucky you're doing this on a Saturday. And she'll walk behind Betty and go, "Who is this?" Mouthing it to you, Victor. Well, enjoy the coffee. If you need any extra sugar or cream, I assume Dad knows where it is. Although, given the amount of time he spends in the kitchen, you wouldn't... And she's going to head out the door.
You have a lovely daughter, Victor.
Why, thank you.
It's probably for the best I didn't offer her any pastry.
I don't want to imagine her on that much sugar. She's already a handful at times as it is.
It's fair. Do you really not usually have many people around, Victor? I thought you'd be a social butterfly.
No, not recently, no.
Oh. Well, I feel honored then. I mean, given the circumstances, could be a bit better, but, you know.
You have a lovely home. Thank you for inviting us.
I just wish it wasn't for what we're meeting over, because yeah, what are we gonna do about all this?
Well, step one, do you have a shovel?
Or 3.
I mean, we can just go buy shovels at 3 different stores, right?
I have at least one.
All right, so at least one will probably do us. Do we need anything else for the service? I can say.
Yeah, do you need any Gilbert, any incenses or anything I should procure from my shop that you might need?
Do you have any flowers?
You looking for any particular kind?
The kind you leave for the dead. Preferably something that was alive.
No. Probably not then. You might
There
have
is
to pick those up
absolutely a
then.
flower seller at Pike's Place, though. So,
I'm sure we can find something.
Oh, absolutely. There's so many places that'll sell very beautiful flowers. Around here, I could tell you. I could show you. Why, Mary has the most beautiful flowers. All year long. I don't know how she does it. It's got to be some sort of magic.
All right, so flowers, shovel, and then get back into our boat. Or do we want to leave those for our secondary outing?
Well, I think probably burying the body, doing our business under the cover of night might be the best option. Yeah.
Yes.
And perhaps some lanterns might be needed as well.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Magic question. Night vision as a
horses won.
Yeah. I believe we can make do without the lanterns. I can
Oh?
take care of that.
Why do you have eyes like a cat?
Basic hermetic training.
Oh.
One of our many. Sorry, we can take care of that. See
Well, all right, I'll leave it to you then.
Thank you kindly. Okay. So, lanterns, shovels, flowers. We'll grab those. Then let's go check out this lighthouse, or a couple of the
Really?
lighthouses.
Or at least check out the area around the lighthouse.
Perfect.
Well, I think that's a fine plan. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, you got the day ahead of you. You can go grab your shovels and load them up. Now, you do have a vehicle on you, thankfully, thanks to Gilbert. And because it's a weekend, you can leave Lillian to watch the shop for the remainder of the day. It's not like she hasn't done it plenty of times. She's good at handling money. She's got quick figures in her head, and you actually have one of those new registers at the front that does a bit of the math for you. That might be anachronistic, but I'm going to go with it. Yeah. Alternatively, she has a piece of paper and a pencil. Because she's scientifically advanced. So you absolutely have some ways of getting that done. Is it time? Do you think you're just going to head up toward the lighthouse? Okay.
After enjoying a leisurely lunch, absolutely.
Absolutely. You have pastry, some ham sandwiches, and some coffee. It's pleasant enough to fuel you for the remainder of the evening, or at least until your dinner meeting. And as the radio drones out, you hit the road, heading northward and up into the north side of Marigold, to where you'll find your way to the West Point Lighthouse. The road's not particularly comfortable. The rain is buffeting down upon you. The coastal rain is picking up as you drive, making your way deeper into the wooded area surrounding the lighthouse. The road that leads up to it isn't paved, but is a gravel and dirt road that causes the car to rock back and forth precariously as it jumbles and bumbles up. Now, Gilbert, you're driving. Who is in the front seat with you? There are 2 seats in the back and a bench in the front. Well, I guess technically 3 in the back and 3 in the front then. All right, so Raoul,
would not question, would just get in front.
Perfect. That's that hermetic condescending. Love it. As you are approaching the front, or as you're riding in the front, you make your way up to the West Point Lighthouse. Now, it's not a particularly imposing lighthouse. The West Point Lighthouse is it's more shaped like a large house with a lighthouse on its 2.5 floor. Overall, I'd say that it's only about 50 feet tall, mostly just to prevent ships from crashing into the rocky bluffs around. Now, it's the middle of the day, and even though it's overcast, the light is... Do lighthouses run at all during the day? Well, the light is not noticeable, even in the dimness, even if so. Haha.
I mean, it's stormy, so...
Yeah, you know what? Fine, it's
I
noticeable.
always thought they ran all the time, but I've never actually looked at it to see if
I mean, they
does.
do now, but I need to watch the lighthouse again.
Oh,
Because they run on, like, oil back in the day, right? So you'd think that they wouldn't
Yeah,
want to burn
guess.
oil 24/7, but I guess if it's overcast... Lighthouse fanatics are going to be very upset with this episode, because I realize that I didn't do that bit of research. This is why it takes me forever to get fiction out, because I obsess over stuff like this. So, heading that direction, the rain buffeting down on you, you can see that in the dimness, the light is rotating. And sure enough, as you counted up, Betty, it does a rotation twice a minute. Which I did
Well,
research.
that does seem to fit with the light that I was seeing in the vision. I think we're on the right track.
Could I put up a... like, boost my own arcane value? As,
Using mind magic
using
or
mind
something?
magic? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just make myself real harder to notice.
Sure. That sounds like ability enhancing magic. Would this like affect stealth rolls?
Yeah, it's basically...
Let's do
The way
it.
I'd kind of saw it earlier was like a combat version of this would make me harder to notice and harder to hit.
Then
So
let's
this
go
is
ahead
like-
and give this to me at a difficulty of 3, sir.
Okay.
Oh, pardon me, difficulty of 1, 2, 3. Yeah, difficulty of 5. Difficulty of 5. Let's do it.
2 successes.
2 successes. All right. So, would you like to keep going, or do you want to keep it at that?
Let's keep going.
Okay.
I'm greedy.
So, do it. Give me one more. Difficulty 6.
Oh, wow. 4 more successes.
4 more successes. Cool. All of your stealth rolls. Let's say that this lasts for... so here's the deal. You can have it last for a day, or you can have it last on 2 of you for a scene. And it'll lower your stealth rolls by 3.
Myself for a day.
Okay, yourself for a day. So mark that down. That is a held effect. So when you have 2 of those, all of your difficulties will go up by 1.
Thank you.
No, thank you. So...
And I'm going to put the protection against the winds of randomness upon myself.
All
And
right.
when we step out, I'm going to look for a particularly either smooth or shiny rock on the ground. And
There
that
are
will become
plenty.
my lucky little totem.
All right. So you absolutely can. Go ahead and make me this roll. This is entropy 2, so that's going to be a difficulty of 3 for you.
Okay.
This is such an interesting effect because basically it just takes the extremes of both sides of luck out of the equation. You won't be clipped by a car, but you also won't win the lottery.
Three successes.
3 successes. All right. So you're protected from randomness for that is boom, boom, boom. Let's say a day.
Enough.
Or until you release it. Anybody else doing anything as you step out? I would say, Caitlan, with time magic, you are new to time magic in games for the most part, because you haven't had it since you played Mishka, if I'm not mistaken.
Lordy.
So
my
don't
gosh,
forget that with
probably,
time, I know, with time magic, you can look into the future. Now, there are a couple of ways you can look into the future if this is something that your character would do. One is the bane of all storytellers, where you ask for specific events, and I have to kind of make potential things, like I have to line up things that could happen. My favorite thing to do as a player, because it helps the ST and it helps me, is that I make floating rerolls happen.
Oh, right.
So you could do that at any time, and basically you take the successes and you put them into duration and power, and the number of power successes you get or how many full rerolls you get.
All right, let's do that. I like
Sure, that sounds great. So that's going to be at a difficulty of 3 for you if you're using your singing along to the radio or something. And that is going to be,
totally.
what you're going to want is at least 3 successes.
Okay. Difficulty of 3, and it's, sorry, what am I rolling again?
Your arete.
Arete? Okay.
Yep.
Ciao. 8, 9, 10.
With that 10 rerolls?
Ciao. 3. So 4 successes again.
4 successes. All
you
right.
said difficulty 3 yet?
Difficulty 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So the way this is going to work is for the next scene, you will have, so 1 base power, base scene. You will have 3 rerolls, if I'm not mistaken.
Love it.
Scene, yeah. You'll have 3 floating rerolls that you could cash in anytime before the end of your time at the lighthouse.
Okay.
And you can do that after you roll. You can be like, I'm going to re-roll this entire pool.
Perfect.
Cool. All right. And Victor, are you doing anything?
Not currently, no.
Okay. So as you pull up, the rain is buffeting out, and Gilbert is going to step out, pick up a stone from the ground, and pocket it. And as you are stepping out, you are going to see that in the dimness there is a man in an oilskin jacket, like a rain slicker, standing underneath an awning, chopping wood. As he sees you approach, he's going to kind of look at you, holding the axe in his hand, and is going to wave in your direction.
Well,
I
think we lost the element of surprise.
Because Gilbert, you're not
No.
like pulling around somewhere like secretive, are you?
No, he's being very obvious. Like, we're just curious attendees at the lighthouse.
That's right.
All right. The man is going to approach, and you'll see that Raoul kind of ducks back and kind of waits in the car or hides behind it as the man approaches. Over the sound of the rain, he calls out, "Hi there! How are you doing?"
Hello, sir. I hope we're not disturbing.
"Ah, it's all right. Just doing my duties out here. What can I help you with? Are you guys lost?"
A little. We were headed up in this direction, but we happened to see the lighthouse, and we thought we'd come and investigate.
Investigate.
Why? I've always wanted to see a lighthouse up close. They're so
Well,
mysterious.
the man looks at you. He's about 20 feet away right now. He is young. I would say maybe 25. Fairly handsome, with a slight red to the tip of his nose, probably from a glass of something before he came out to do some work. If I had to describe him, I would say that he kind of looks like a slightly beefier, like, Tom Holland, to be honest. Like that type of like boyish Michael J. Fox kind of can't quite grow a beard, so he shaves it every day religiously, right? And as you are out there, he's still holding the axe, and he's my I probably shouldn't. My boss is sleeping right now. We work in shifts, right? So
Are we keeping you from tasks, chores?
just trying to chop enough wood that we can our furnace isn't doing too good, so just trying to feed it with whatever we can at the moment. But if you wanted to come back another day, maybe I could show you around when it's a bit clearer out here.
What's wrong with your furnace? I might be able to repair it.
Oh, he's mighty handy.
I tell you what, Victor, can you please do me a favor and make me a charisma and subterfuge roll? Alternatively,
okay, I'm going to use a willpower that.
do you have points of crafts?
Nope. I have points in technology.
Yeah, okay, sure. You can make me a charisma and technology roll to basically rattle off, oh, what kind of furnace is it? I know how to fix those. Does it have a problem with the doohickey or the kumquatsit?
Yeah, what difficulty?
Difficulty on that. That's going to be at a difficulty of 6.
Two successes.
Wouldn't want to trouble you all. Like it's
No, it's not a trouble. In fact, we were hoping to get a little bit of shelter from the rain. It's rather cold, and they'll kind of look towards Betty. Some of us just don't have the same constitution.
well, Betty, can you do me a favor? Can you make me an appearance plus subterfuge or another social skill that you think would impress him?
Expression?
Sure.
You didn't leave your kerchief in the car, did you?
Oh no. What will I ever do without it? What difficulty, sorry?
Difficulty 6. What's your appearance score?
3.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Okay. You are going to just kind of shiver and say that you're cold, and you're going to see something in his eyes go a little soft for you. Yeah, sorry, where are my manners? Yeah, at the very least you can come in and dry up for a minute, but unfortunately you can't stay too long. There's a lot of work to be done around here, but I'd be really rude if I left you out here for too long.
Wow,
please,
we really appreciate it.
Come with me. And he will take you into the main room of the lighthouse, if you will follow him.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, heading into the lighthouse, it's comfortable enough. It's got a number of rooms off the side of it that are, there's a bedroom that has a pair of double beds in it, a spiral staircase that leads up to the light proper. And as you are walking, can I get everyone to make me, I'm assuming you're looking around. I would love intelligence and investigation if you have it. If you do not have investigation, then you'll have to settle for either perception and investigation. Not an int and investigation, perception and investigation, or perception and alertness. If it is investigation, it's going to be at a difficulty of 6. If it is alertness, it's going to be at a difficulty of 8.
Okay.
2 successes for investigation.
Okay.
1 success for alertness.
1 success for alertness. Okay.
Nothing for me for perception.
Okay. Leaving Raoul to hide outside, you head inside and can see that inside of this room, there's a number of... the room is brick on the inside and out, and it curves along the side of the building, giving the entire place kind of a cavernous feel as it reaches around the side of the stairwell heading up to the lighthouse. The man shakes himself off as he heads inside and hangs his coat on the hook, and then offers to take each of your coats as well. Can I get you anything to drink at all? We've got I've got water. I've got some coffee I could probably heat up.
Something to warm up would be really nice.
Yeah, I'll get to that.
That would be appreciated. Thank you.
Of course. Let me introduce myself. My name's Mr. Yarrow, Langston Yarrow. If you need anything at all, I'm the junior lighthouse keeper here, and welcome. It's just the 3 of you traveling?
We were expecting a 4th. Yep. They were to come up here and meet us, but perhaps they're just fallen behind.
Looking around, Victor, with that investigation roll, you got 1 success or 2 successes?
2 successes.
2 successes. Looking around, you are going to see that inside of the kitchen proper, there is a trash can that is visible from here that has a number of tins of beans and fish. Way more than you would expect for just 2 men. Or they have not been cleaning in quite some time. But it is indicative to you that they may be feeding someone else. Looking around as well, you are going to see that inside of the bedroom, one of the beds is fully made and the other one is very disheveled. And that there are a pair of work boots just inside of the main door that are covered in mud and are covered in a bit of like beach silt. Not exactly uncommon. But as you are looking around as well, you are going to see that by the front door where the man shakes off his coat is a pair of very thick, very sturdy leather gloves. Now, this may not mean anything to you, but it definitely is going to mean something to Betty as she notices those as the exact same leather gloves, like blacksmithing gloves almost, that she saw in her vision. And on top of that, you are going to notice, Betty, that there are a couple of side buildings nearby. And as the rain kind of coalesces overhead, the light is going to spin around and occasionally illuminate the side of one, catching a fogged up and old kind of just blemished window that leads into a little cellar beneath it. Cream and sugar with your coffee. I'm not sure. We got milk, if that's good for you.
Oh, that'll be quite fine, thank you.
So, interested in the lighthouses? I guess I could show you.
That'd be lovely. What do you do around here? Do you just tend the light? I don't even know. I'm really quite curious.
So we get paid to live here and keep the light going. Basically, anytime it could be helpful for ships to come by, and it's a lot of maintenance work, keeping up the property as well, and I mean, it's a lot of work. Not much sleep. Right now, my boss, Mr. Croft, is likely out in the workshop doing I don't know, something. I would have thought he'd be sleeping, but strange hours.
Oh, fair
And
enough.
you know, what's been going on with the furnace?
The blasted thing just, it's leaking heat. No matter how much wood we put in it, it just, I don't know. The damn thing, I mean, excuse my language, sorry. A couple of guys out here, it's easy to get a little lost in it. I honestly don't know. I don't know much about furnaces or radiators or anything like that, but it's just in the next room there. If you're handy, there's a toolbox in there.
Yeah, I can take a look. At least I could do for the coffee and shelter.
Sure, go ahead, take a poke. Now, outside, Raoul, as the man came up to say hi, you crouched inside and waited until they took the trio inside of the lighthouse proper. Now it's raining and buffeting outside. Raoul, what are you doing as they head in?
I'm going to use, like, once I kind of get my bearings on the location, use a bind scan to see if I can detect the number of people in the building.
Okay. So, mind scan basically extends to the range of your perceptions. So you would have to have a way of feeling or seeing inside of something. So you'd have to probably creep up to like feel the side of a building or look in through a window, basically. Without correspondence, you wouldn't be able to like pierce walls and scan a huge area.
Okay. So I'll get out of the side of the building and just like creep alongside it and see what I can gather that way.
That sounds great. Can you go ahead and make me an arete roll difficulty 3?
Yep.
And can you tell me what your willpower score is?
It is 7.
Perfect.
2 successes.
As you are looking around, you head up to the side of the building, and peering in the window, you are going to make note of the mind patterns that are floating in there. Your 3 companions that you can kind of see through the window, as well as this young man who introduced himself, and unfortunately you were not around for that. However, as you are looking around, you're going to see it's not a glimmer so much as there's a little workshop to the left of the main entrance of the lighthouse. It's a fairly decently sized building, as large as a small one-bedroom house. But as you turn your gaze to it, it's going to be like that moment between radio stations when you get the static. Something, your spell is not piercing it.
Interesting.
Do you approach?
Not yet.
Okay.
Can I bring up use my my special focus, which is the golden wand, and just bring it slowly across my eyes to see if I can detect prime patterns or like magical patterns?
You absolutely can. Go ahead and make me an arete roll at a difficulty of 4 if you are still holding up the mind effect.
Yeah, and I am still holding up the mind effect, so.
Okay.
3 successes.
3 successes. The place is glowing with prime energy. it's strange. The prime, you're used to seeing prime with your golden wand and hues of gold, but this is tarnished. It shifts and it thrums. And as you are looking, you are going to see that there is a particular point of prime magic, quintessence, that is shimmering around the door to this workshop, where you can see just above the doorknob, someone has taken a knife and carved something into it. It's a symbol.
I'm going to approach and get a better look at this.
That sounds great. Go ahead and make me an intelligence and occult roll.
Okay. Does creative or avatar help here?
Ooh, does avatar help? It does not.
Okay, didn't think so.
And you did not buy the Enochian skill, correct?
No, I didn't. At least let me double check. I'm pretty sure I didn't.
It's a write-in.
Yeah, no, I did not.
That's okay.
But what's the difficulty?
Difficulty of this is going to be, I'm going to say 8.
4 successes.
This looks like an Enochian symbol, but almost telephoned. Like someone described an Enochian symbol, or someone scribbled it out of a book that scribbled it out of a book that scribbled it out of a book. This is a bastardized symbol. You think that it is a symbol for blindness? But it's wrong. It is to blindness as the word eyeless is to the word blindness.
Don't like that. Do not like the phrase eyeless at all. What would I have to do to the symbol to change it to the change the symbol to mean vision?
Ooh, you with 4 successes, you could probably conjugate it using a knife. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so I want you to make me my favorite roll, which is going to be dexterity and occult.
I'm gonna spend a willpower to get an automatic success on that.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah, because
We'll say it's difficulty 7 because of your 4 successes.
Okay. Hey, you ever think about doing something really dumb in a game?
No.
Like,
Only all the time.
Right?
4 successes.
Same
4
vibe,
successes.
same vibe.
You are going to flick your blade. I'm assuming you have like a pocket knife or something like that.
Yeah.
Flicking your pocket knife, Swiss Army knife, what have you. Among that, you are going to shift and cut, breaking that spell. Or at least damaging that sigil. And as you do so, your mind effect is going to pick up a floating ball of static through the window of the basement. A mind pattern. You're still not able to pick out the exact shape, but it's a person. It's a person in so much that it tastes like a human with your mind. But it is like you were describing the shape of a person's mind. Now picture a brain, picture whatever you think that a person's mind looks like. Now instead replace that with an undulating scribble. Like an animated, an animator's example of what someone in emotional distress would look like. Just like, that is what you're pulling from this.
I think it's time for me to go find my friends. I think it's... yeah.
And can I get a perception and alertness roll from you?
Yeah, sure. I'm real bad at those, so... difficulty...
Difficulty of that's going to be difficulty of 6. Uh-oh. Did you happen to beat 6 successes?
No. On my pool of 3, I did not.
Okay. On my pool of 4, I did. Actually, it was a pool of 5, but yeah. You are going to turn around. And as you do, there is going to be a noise. A horrible, deep noise. And oh, you are very lucky that that is only 1 success. And as you turn around, there is going to be this noise of rending flesh. And you feel white, hot pain radiate out of your stomach. A man with a large beard is standing behind you. And as you turn, he jammed a white, hot paring knife into your gut. A fish gutting knife, 8 inches long. I need you to take 4 levels of aggravated damage. As your blood begins. It's the best. 4 levels of aggravated damage. As he leans in and you can smell rot and whiskey on his breath. You shouldn't play with someone else's toys, boy. And I think, as we cut back inside of the house, Langston Yarrow serves the coffee. And we're going to see that as he is serving it to you, you might not be able to see, but the audience can. The box of rat poison behind the coffee maker. But we'll have to roll for that at the beginning of next episode. Here on Mage the Ascension, Bedlam. You guys are in trouble. Anyway, that's it, guys. For ag. Oh my god. I rolled 10, 10, 8, 7 on the damage. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. I love that no one here has life magic too. It's my favorite.
I do.
How much do you have?
2.
Yay! It'll be really hard.
Yay.
How much quintessence do you have?
I have 4 marked down. I don't fucking know. I don't remember why I do. I don't remember why I have 4 marked down.
If we can get there, I have 9. I can help.
Nice.
Thankfully, you guys do
together.
know some. Yeah, if you can get him stabilized, you know some people that can actually probably heal him better, that are much better at life magic. But you can probably do first aid. All right, so folks, did you guys have fun with this episode? It felt very, very Cthulhu-esque.
No, that was great. No, I like that.
Raoul, what'd you do?
Oh no!
I like all your characters.
I didn't imagine we'd find the guy that I saw.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Ow!
Yeah.
Hey,
ow.
You didn't.
But Mike,
you didn't need your stomach, right? You didn't need that. Okay.
Mike, the best part.
4 levels of egg.
The best part, Mike, is that you'll be able to talk to some more spirits soon.
Oh no!
You know what? I was gonna try to pull off an effect, but you know what? I'm not gonna mention it. I'm gonna maybe do it next time.
Okay.
Because it's probably way more appropriate next time.
Wait, what's that road?
What's that road? Light Langston Yarrow on fire. You have that wrote. Also, can I just say that I came up with the best names for these guys? Langston Yarrow and Malachi Croft.
Nice.
Oh, I love that.
The 20s have the best names.
They really do.
Malachi, you say? It's giving not that.
It's giving Malachi. So what I'm going to do is, because Chris ran headfirst into danger, I'm going to give you all an extra XP tonight. Also some great role playing. So between myself and the people who donate on Twitch in our Dork points, that's going to be 5 experiences for tonight, or 5 experience points.
Yay!
All right. So folks, we will be back later with another, we'll be back in, I think October is our next episode. Pretty early in October, for another episode of Mage Bedlam. A big thank you to everybody who keeps this program on the air. That is you on Patreon, folks. You guys are all amazing. And if you're watching later on YouTube, consider joining them. It would be wonderful to have you there. It's you don't have to join the big tiers, and even $1 helps. But a big thank you to the ones who donate the most, which is, of course, everybody's mom, my mom, Jan, as well as Shikon Day Vermilion, Soul Omen, and Nacro the Straw Hat Devil, who are divine producers. Our demonic producer, Sorcerer Sanguine, our wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, Karasha Urquhart, and Big Nut. Our monster maker, Larouk, who I should have to make some monsters for Mage. I wonder if he'd be interested. Our High Council, Taryn, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Chef Aladeth, Brian Kaler, Nerdy Metal Gent, Grumpy Owl, Nihilist, Cookiemon Steve, and Iron Warrior X. And finally, our newest role, the Patron of the Arts, who donates specifically to see us get more music and art, which is great, because that helps pay for all these images that you see on here and cool stuff. And occasionally I buy Mike coffee and beer. So thank you so much for everything, guys. That is Eastside Rider, who is our Patron of the Arts. And with that, take your 5 experience, get out of here, go heal that ag, or don't.
Yeah.
And you know what? We will see you next time on Mage Bedlam. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Beat feet. Time to get out of here. Scram. Zoinks. Gadzooks.
Time to beat meat.
Good night, everybody.
Scram! She doesn't want to talk to you.
Beat what?